Hello and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2. This time we're going to be playing a different mod. We're going to be playing Warhammer Geheimnisnacht, which brings the Warhammer Fantasy universe into Crusader Kings 2. It has a lot of mechanics that look quite interesting. I've read through quite a lot of them, but I haven't actually played through a full game yet. So we're going to jump in. We just need to choose a character. We are going to play a human, because I believe this is the easiest way to learn the mod, is to play something that's vaguely similar to normal CK2. Like, there are some completely crazy stuff out there with the demons and with the orcs, but we're going to stick with humans, and we're going to play Siegfried von Holzkrug, who is one of the 4 humans who I think are all vying for an Imperial title at the start of the game. Okay, so let's see what the options are here. So we've got some gameplay options. We can either play as a kind of canon option, where you can't switch to another race or religion, and you can't marry outside your race, or you can play one where the player can do that, but the AI can't. I think we'll just stick with canon right now. We might experiment some more later. And we've got a whole bunch of... We've got this screen which tells us everything that we can do. So, we can hold castle, fort, and city titles, so we can't hold temple holdings without penalties. We can hold these without... for provinces with your culture. Without penalties for provinces with your culture. Okay, so that's tribal's the difference there. We can build castle, city, and temple fort holdings, yep. Can call people instead of using liege levies, yep, all those people. And can revoke titles without objection, as long as they're tribal. Can have an additional 2 commanders, which is really nice if we plan to have a kind of split up army. We can have commanders permanently assigned. Can move capital within the same lifetime every 1,200 months. It's alright. I think that'd be useful if we want to switch to a very good capital and then make our vassals really strong. We can still have the capital that's giving us the most benefit. Tribal and what's that? Congressional government vassals are not included in vassal limit calculations. Good to know. So probably good to conquer tribal people first. Generally, just because they won't add to your vassal limit and you won't have to worry about them. And our religion is the cult of Sigmar. So Sigmarite bishops may pay tax to the Pope rather than the secular liege. Grand Theonists can so there's excommunication. We can grant divorces. Can grant claims on titles, and there is always one. Oh, I guess instead of Pope, that should be the Grand Theonist. Anyway, yes. Let's have a look at that first. Yes, it's not Pope. It is Grand Theogonist. Sigmarsson is currently who it is. So this is very similar to the Pope system, as you can tell by that last bit there. And I think we just vote for the one that we want. Don't need to worry about that too much. We're not really trying to min-max that right now. What else do we have? Does everything else look normal? We have the same kind of council that we usually have, which is nice. We'll look at them in a bit. Looks like we have mostly the same laws. Yep, pretty much the same laws. What's our succession? Primogeniture. Well, that's pretty easy to work with. And what is our technologies? Exactly the same. Military. Looks pretty similar to what we're used to. Intrigue. We've got some new stuff in here. We've got Unify the Imperial Faiths, which gives us allows us to unify the faiths and gives us an event. But we have to have a lot of piety, and we have to be Empress of the Empire. So I guess that means that we can't do it as our current character because we're an Emperor. So we would have to have a daughter and then have her inherit and then also have that much piety. Unite the Empire. So, has 1 as defender against a major undead or chaos invasion. Interesting, so we have to actually be invaded to get this one. All the following must be true. We have to have prestige and piety, which we'd probably get if we've won against the invasion. And we can't have anything that's making us incapable or not around or anything like that. We also have a couple of these that allow us to get different types of mounts. Mounts give you bonuses in combat and give your troops bonuses, and they're pretty good. We need to have a lot of money for those though. We could also teach ourselves magic, but we have to have at least learning 15, which I don't believe we have. We currently have learning 9. So we're a little bit off, so we're probably not going to learn magic on this character. And we have to have 500 gold as well. We can borrow money from the witch hunters if we have 500 gold. So I guess you can borrow money, but you have to be able to pay it back then and there. And I believe that this, it doesn't say it right here, but it also means that they can ask things of you. I think I saw that when I was looking around. And we can donate money to them as with all the others, all the other holy orders. We can call the Templars of Sigmar to our aid in war, which I assume would just give us a randomly spawned number of troops. And this costs us piety, and we need to be at war as the main attacker or defender. So that's pretty standard stuff. Invite priests, invite all sorts. Yep, same kind of stuff here. Just any, I assume it's just any holy order we can do this to. And we can go on a pilgrimage. So let's continue looking around. And factions are the same, and religion we've already looked at. So let's have a look at our particular situation. We are a Grey Eminence, which is fantastic, especially as this doesn't have any of the nerfs that the Crusader Kings, not Crusader Kings, the Game of Thrones mod had. This is actually a fantastic trait to have. We have human as a trait, which means all humans like us better, but all people who aren't humans don't like us, which is nice. Rune Sword is really good for combat. It gives us extra damage in, I believe there's a duel system in the game, which is quite good. And it also just gives us general other bonuses to go along with that. Hunter gives us 2 martial, diplomacy, pursuit. Our traits are really, really good. Kind. Craven I'd like to get rid of somehow. I can't remember which event chain you go down. I think you used to go on a hunt. Is that still one of our intrigue ones? Yeah, we have go on a grand hunt, so we could try and get that. Oh, the month is at least Vrozite. I'm going to have no idea what that is, but I assume it's kind of September. Does this give us a calendar? Nope, I've never had to look at it. I always tend to just know when September is. Anyway, so we'll look out for that month and then try and go on a hunt so we can get rid of Craven. Content, can't remember what gets rid of that, but it's alright to have. Liege opinion goes up, which isn't very good because we are a liege. And trusting, don't like it, but we can get something better at some point. Let's choose an ambition and then get going. So we should probably choose an ambition to get married, because that seems like just a good thing to have. Like, we can get it done very quickly. I'm going to leave focus until I have a quick look at our claims. So we have no claims. Do we have a Casus Belli against anyone? There are other Imperial places. What kind of Casus Belli or would we be looking for? We would need 100 pieties to go to war with them, but we do have a Casus Belli. Let's just go into this map mode and it'll tell us. We have Mate, Tributary and Imperial Reconquest. There you go, the Imperial Reconquest Casus Belli is what I was looking at. This allows us to attack all of these other Imperial places around here, which would be quite useful to do. They have about 3,000 men. I'm just seeing how strong they are in comparison to us. About 3,900. Let's see if we can get this main person. 2,074. And, oh, they're not a member of the... Do we still have the... We have the Imperial Recast Belli against them as well, but they are vampires. And they have 47,000. That's quite a lot, really. Probably don't want to mess with them. And 2,000 from Graf Steppe of Stirland. So we probably want to attack him first. We have Averland as well. They're another person we could attack. And they have about 2,000. How many do we have? We have about 4,000 overall. So probably one of those two first. And then we push our way into the others. Kind of normal stuff. Oh, we also have Grand Axes over here. Oh, they're orcs. And they have only 1,000 men. So they would be great to attack. And we have the Imperial Reconquest against them. I'd like to do that, but I'd like to just wait a second or two till we've got everything sorted. We can create a duchy. We can create a duchy of Friesland. It's a titular duchy, so it doesn't matter, so it has no de jure holdings. So we don't need to do that. We should pick a focus. Yes, definitely. So, what focus are we going to go for? I think we're going to go for one that just increases our health, which means it has to be martial or family. Let's go for martial right now, just because our diplomacy is already pretty good. And I quite like hunting. I think hunting gives good traits. Also allows you to get a dog, which is sometimes quite good, sometimes isn't. Let's get married right now. So, who have we got on offer? We've got this king level person. Where are you? That was not at all what I wanted to do with that. Okay. She is the ruler of the Principality of Tranto. Oh, so we would actually be able to just straight take that from her because she has no children. Interesting, and she would marry us. Yes, she would marry us. We prefer a matrilineal marriage, but she likes us and we get a lot of prestige effects. Wait, it's only 3 prestige. Why is she getting that much? Oh no, we're getting 3 prestige. She might be getting more. So we could marry her. What other princesses do we have on offer? Let's just go for rank. So Queen of something. Right. She is... Let's get this out of the way. It's Tigar. So this is over here. So how many men does she have? 1,6k. And she has 2k, so probably we'll marry her. That seems like a good idea. Well, I'll just marry that person right here. Done. Seems like a good choice. So what we should do is we should probably marry her, then we'll go to war with the Grand Axes, then we will call her into that war. And that'll work out quite well. Anything else that we need to do before we get started? Do we have an heir? We do actually have an heir, Prince Otho. Would he be heir to her title? What is it? Actually, I forgot to check what her... It's Agnatic, Cognatic, Gavelkind. So it would probably head to my son, I think, unless we have another son. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work out, but we'll let the game run forward a couple of days and see how that goes. Birth of the Hassassin. Word is spreading that a militant Osmatic prophet, Al-Tahir, has founded a religion order known as the Hassassin, somewhere in western Abari. Using trickery and guile, this mysterious cult of trained killers has seized control of the mountain fortress of Gelk and has converted it into their headquarters. Already a string of violent murders can be traced back to Al-Tahir's devoted and fearless disciples. These upstart acrobats are harmless. Okay. Rumours have reached you that in Sylvania, a vampire lord by the name of Vlad von Karstein has summoned a massive army of undead and aims to make war on the fragmented empire. Damnations. Okay, so he... Well, get those out of the way. So this is this person here, and he's going to aim to attack the Imperial people, as far as I can tell. Okay, let's get these back in the order. I would be content with visiting the church every other Sunday, but if I don't show up, the priest scolds me and tells me I should set a better example for my subjects. Okay, so we get some piety. The word from the priest are clear. At the moment, the winds of chaos are very weak, but they may grow stronger as war, sickness, and conflict continues to rage into the mortal world. Okay. Witch hunters are a necessary evil. Though their methods can be cruel, they are often the first and last line of defense against the spread of chaos. Since there are no witch hunters in your realm, do you want to invite some? Well, it does say that they're troublesome, but I think that we should probably invite some because Sylvania is about to attack us, and it seems like a generally good idea to have some around. I mean, we're not really capable of fighting them off by ourselves, so we'll let that go. I just want our marriage to go through. You've considered the request for marriage, and... Oh, it doesn't usually do this. Oh, they accepted it. Perfect. Do you want 300 prestige or 50 gold? We'll take the 300 prestige right now. That's fine. And we got get married finished. So, let's get an ambition. Have a daughter. That seems like a good one. That also should increase the default fertility rate, which should mean that we have a better chance of having a daughter. Her heir is still Count Servino, so I guess that we need to have another son, and then that person can be heir. And that would probably mean we'd have to kill Prince Otho. It's a way of killing him easily. We could plot to kill him, obviously, but we could just excommunicate, try and get him excommunicated, which would probably do it. I think that makes him unable to be landed. We'll see. Okay, let's see how many men the orcs have. They have about 1,000 men. Let's declare war. So can we get vassalization? Nope, nothing. Okay, let's declare war. We will call in our allies. Let's raise up all of our men. And get them all... let's move them to this province here. It's a little bit further away, but it's not... Like, it means that they can't kill all of our armies very quickly. Also, are our commanders correct? Where would that be? Oh, I forgot to check these people as well. Yeah, that guy seems good. That guy also seems good. Steward seems good. Spymaster seems good. And Court Priest seems good. Right, we'll get them doing things. Do you want you improving diplomatic relations anywhere? Do our vassals like us? I forgot to check. One of them doesn't like us. He's just an abbot. Apart from that, they seem generally alright. How about you? That is classic. I don't know what race they are, but I love it. Where are they? So we're looking for Mootland. I suppose we can just cheat and use this to tell us. Okay. So we will set someone over there improving relations with them. That's probably why he only set us 19 men. Are you really good at fighting? You are tall. Not actually that good at fighting, so we can tell you not to command armies, and then we can get you to train troops in our capital, which is over here. Perfect. You should collect taxes in the same place, and you should scheme in our cap. Actually, what's our technology like? Our technology is 12, 12, 12. Let's have a look at, say, Sylvania. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. Let's try and look at some of the elves over here. 12, 12. I think 12 might be the default. Does everybody in the whole... No, there's a few of 6. I think nobody has over 12 by the looks of it. We could have used technology map mode to tell us that, but that's fine. Let's... yeah, if you're not going to do that, you should be scheming in our capital. Just set you up there. And probably research cultural tech. We could improve religious relations. He doesn't like us very much. We should probably do that actually if we want to excommunicate someone. So you are currently located where? Commander of Imperial Reconquest. I'm trying to find where you're... Is it right here? That doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem where you... Doesn't look like that's actually where you are. Does he actually hold no land? Is that what we're getting at here? Oh, he holds an abbey. Ah, okay. And that abbey is over here. Ah, it's hidden right down in there. Okay. So we'll get you to improve religious relations right there. Okay. Let's get all of our men together. Hopefully, let's speed up the game as well. Our wife said yes. Good, good. I assumed she would. My mission has been a success. Our religious leader likes us more. Good. He was very quick on that. Okay, so he's called someone else into the war. Who did he call in? Oh wow, he's just called in all sorts of orcs. Who are we at war with? Oh no, he's called in his vassals. Okay, I get it. Because of course, tribal people call in their vassals instead of having them automatically called. I think that's right anyway. Okay, so you should probably be leading a flank. Oh, you've got very high siege. Not exactly what we're looking for right now. We are leading one right now, but we're craven, so that's maybe not the best idea in the world. You should be leading one, so we should have Conrad leading one. Do we have another commander title we can hand out, or are they all filled? They're all currently filled, so let's see if we can find someone to replace us. Where was the last one that we said yes to? I think it was further up. It was Conrad. So Conrad, let's move down. He's brave, cruel, brave. I guess we should just have Lawrence and you're fine. Yeah, we'll have Hugo, Lawrence, and Conrad do it. And is this their capital? It's hard to tell. I think that's their capital. Yep. So we'll just kind of march on it, see if we can capture a war leader or something. Okay, vassal levies raised too long. I'm too used to be playing nations where that doesn't happen. Where you don't, where you can just have your men raised 100% of the time. Oh, an army to fight. We'll take this. I assume that we're stronger. Where are they going? They're currently going to Nord Binsmeister, which is where we are. We're going to arrive where they are on the same date. They're trying to run away. Oh no, they're just standing and fighting. Okay. We'll take that. 16,000. Did somebody else attack them at the same time? I think perhaps someone else attacked them at the same time. Oh, the armory of Emperor Farid. Oh, they're being attacked by multiple people. Oh yeah. They're totally being attacked by so many people. That's great. Well, we'll just head in here. See if we can take some more of their men. They've got hills defending them, but we can easily take them down. Just let that work itself out. We'll go to their capital. And I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. This is going to be a little bit different. Tell me what you think, and I will see you next time.